Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Artful Mind. Today I am joined by someone special because we happen to share the same lab for 1.5 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Please welcome Harish Kumar Rajendran, Prime Minister Research Fellow in the Department of Biosciences and Bioengineering, IIT Guwahati, under Dr. Selvaraju Narayanasamy, who is also my PhD guide. I welcome you, Harish. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Akka. Thank you so much for this warm welcome, and I'm happy to join through this podcast and connecting with you.
I'm so happy that I am having you today. So let's start.
Sure, Akka.
Okay. Also, let me tell you, Harish has joined PhD fellowship right after completing his B.Tech, right? And he has cleared many examination like GATE, CSIR NEET, DBT JRF. So a very huge round of applause to him. Like at such a young
Thank
age, he
you.
joined
Thank you.
this course. Yes. So what motivated you to join PhD right after your B.Tech? Was it always a plan when you joined B.Tech or it happened along the way?
No, initially I had the plan of doing masters in biotechnology. So my aim was to clear GATE and enter into an IIT for pursuing my masters. But once after during the course of my B.Tech, even I have to mention that I got a good mentors and a well-wisher specifically in my life who was imposing me to do some good and great research. So they were insisting me, and at that time we got to know that even after completing the B.Tech, we could join PhD as well. So from the start of our B.Tech, we were working hard on preparing for this examination. So whenever we used to study for our normal examination, the semester exams we have during our B.Tech, we prepare it in a way as if the subject I'm going to appear for a GATE examination. So in that way, we were splitting the subjects and studying everything so that it was easy for us to enter into an IIT, getting into a PhD as well. And in the course of our B.Tech also, we had more interest towards research, so that we felt that okay, why don't we grab the opportunity of doing PhD right after B.Tech? So that's the main thing behind doing a PhD now after B.Tech, Akka.
So you said you were doing like you had a group of friends studying together,
Yes.
or right?
Uh,
Okay.
At start of the time, I couldn't see, I couldn't get some friends. A very few were there who were accompanying me in studying with preparing for GATE. But after at start, they were telling who will prepare at the second year or third year itself for GATE examination and all those things. But later, people joined me. But however, I do have a close friend circle who were also preparing for GATE, and they too are doing PhD in IIT now.
Great. Okay, so when you joined IIT Guwahati, and after 1 year, you got the PMRF, right? Maybe after 1 year
Uh,
or
No, after 6 months I got Akka. I
after
joined in January 2021. I joined PhD. So by October, our result got came up that we are selected for PMRF. So
Mm,
my fellowship, the actual PMRF tenure started from August 2021.
okay, yeah, I
So
still
after
remember
joining in
the
six
day
months,
you got the
in
good
6 months I
result.
got.
Yes, yes, I think it was during the time I was writing my thesis, probably. Yeah, in
Yes,
November I submitted.
yes, sir.
I gave my, yes, synopsis, right? Okay, so you tell me the procedure, like for someone who is aspiring to join PMRF
Okay.
or in their BTech or something like that. So you tell
Yes,
me the
yes, yes.
process, how you applied, what are the things that you need to look for.
Okay, okay, okay. So, students can apply even if they are from a B.Tech background. That is, if they have come to a direct PhD into an IITs, or even if they have completed their masters and they have joined for a PhD, both of them are eligible for applying for a PMRF. Akka. So, though they are eligible for applying for a PMRF, the mode of entering into a PMRF will be different. So, one we call it as a direct entry, and the other one we call it as a lateral entry. So, direct way of entering into PMRF is that the student should have completed their undergraduate course in IITs, and they should have an CGPA of more than 8. So, the minimum criteria is 8. And if they are having a CGPA of 8 and having an undergraduate course like B.Tech, or even if integrated MSc, if they have a 5-year course, if they have and enrolled in a PhD, so they can apply for a direct entry in PMRF. And apart from it, even if they don't have a degree from an IIT, but however, if they wish to enter into PMRF through a direct mode of application, and if they have a gate examination and the scores are above 650, so in that
Okay.
case, they are also eligible for applying for PMRF. So these are all the way of applying PMRF through a direct mode, and other mode which we call it as a lateral entry. So even I got my PMRF through lateral entry because I didn't have an IIT degree in my B.Tech. So it
Okay.
was from Anna University. Actually, I did my B.Tech from Kamaraj College of Engineering and Technology, which was affiliated under Anna University. So since I didn't
Okay.
had an B.Tech course from IIT, so I had to apply through lateral entry. So in this case, there are some different criterias will be there. So once we enter into PhD, we will be doing our coursework. So in the coursework, I should have secured a CGPA of 8.5. The minimum is 8.5, and more than that, it has to be. So, in addition to CGPA, I should have an proposal, a proper research proposal, which I will be carrying out in my PhD or under the PMRF tenure. But in the case of direct entry, they don't need to frame any research proposal, just an application and I guess some reference from their supervisor is enough for them. But in lateral
Okay.
entry, we need this CGPA of 8.5 or greater than 8.5 in our PhD coursework, and we need an statement of purpose and a research proposal. So,
Okay.
in addition, these are all the important things in lateral entry that we need before applying a PMRF. And specifically in coursework, a reason restrictions are that if we have coursework done, a minimum of 4 coursework is enough for getting into a lateral entry. But however, the 4 subjects should be the a core courses. That is, it should not contain research ethics or somewhat associated towards IPR and research methodology. These subjects are not considered in PMRF lateral entry, but however, the other subjects that are core to the discipline or the program that they have enrolled, so that will be considered in lateral entry. Akka. So in this way, if they
Okay.
have their eligibility, they can apply for a PMRF.
So it opens for once in a year, or it is
No,
like
it is
once in a month,
uh,
once in a year.
so, it is twice a year, like how we have summer and winter intakes in PhD. In similar way,
Mhm.
it opens twice a year. I think in June, I think in a June entry and then a December entry will be there. So
Okay.
yearly twice we have PMRF applications.
So the same time when student apply for the PhD interview or exam, right? That time they apply, or once they enroll, that then only they can apply. Because for
No.
lateral two, you once got into the lab already, right? But for the
Yes.
direct one, they apply directly to PMRF or to the institute.
No, all the cases, the applications will be forwarded through the institute, Akka. First, an institute
Okay.
level application will be open. Like we will be getting a mail from the PMRF coordinator. Each and every
Mhm.
department in the institute, they have a PMRF coordinating faculty. So they will be
Okay.
circulating an email, and once the email we receive, we will be starting the application procedure. So after our
Mhm.
application is processed in the department, we will be allowed to apply in the PMRF nodal institute, so which is the IIT Madras. Currently, it is IIT Madras. While we were applying, we were asked to apply under the institute which take care of the particular disciplines. So we have broad research category under the PMRF. So each and every discipline will be taken over by a separate IIT. So in my case, for biotechnology, we were applying under IIT Delhi. So we have separate portal in IIT Delhi where we will be submitting the application. So we will be receiving mail from the institute that stating that the PMRF application begins by a particular date, and once the date starts, a student can apply. Only with lateral entry, as you were telling, they have to finish their coursework and then they have to apply for the PMRF. But however, direct entry students, they can proceed if they have a CGPA of greater than 8 and their past degrees from an IIT. So in that case, they can proceed directly.
Okay. Okay. We all know PMRF are rich student. So tell me about the other opportunities that this
Yes.
prestigious fellowship brings.
Yes. The one important thing is that, as you said, the fellowship is very good when compared to the normal PhD stipend that we receive. So the stipend will be divided into 3 categories, Akash. So once we enter into the PhD, in the first 2 years of our PhD tenure, The fellowship will be the fellowship will be provided based upon the year of the PhD tenure, not from the year of joining of PMRF. So at the start of the PhD, that is in the first and second year of PhD, if I have secured a PMRF, I will be receiving a fellowship of 70,000 per month. And in the
Hmm.
third year of my PhD, it will be upgraded to 75,000 per month. And in the fourth and fifth year of PhD, it will be turned into 80,000 per month. But
Hmm.
apart from the fellowship that we get in PMRF, the most important thing is the contingency or the PMRF research grant that we get in the fellowship time. So yearly we
Hmm.
get 2 lakhs of amount, which will be very very helpful in carrying out the research. So in cases if apart from research like consumables, or if you want to buy some equipments, we can go ahead with that money. Or if I want to appear for an conference in an international conference and abroad, if I have to go, this money will be very useful. And even in some cases, if I wish to publish my manuscript in an open access journal, so the manuscript processing fees can be recovered through this research grant of PMRF. Akka. So
Hmm.
this is a very good and an attractive thing of PMRF.
Right. And also now to under the revised fellowship amount, it is almost 1 lakhs probably. Maybe it is not implemented yet, right? But
Yes, yes, Akka. I think in the
it's about
recent
increase.
budget of the Indian government, they proposed that second phase of PMRF, the PMRF 2.0, will be released, but still it is under the way to be implemented, but it is not implemented so far. Many students are awaiting for it. But we hope that by this December it will be open. But even in this December, the announcement were not released. So we are expecting by the next June they may open the call for us.
Right. So you are expecting the area amount. I hope all of you got the amount.
Yes, Akka, yes, yes.
Thank you.
And apart from this fellowship, then other thing which I like with the PMRF is the TA-ship. Though apart from institute TA that we do some outreach activity where we will be connected with some different universities or colleges nearby, where we will be asked to take classes to the students lively. So
Right.
that is one of the one addition attractive thing that I found in PMRF. So we were able to connect with other college students and educate them, like teaching them directly. So that was even more good I found in PMRF.
So how much load you have to take for that TA ship? Mostly in local colleges, right?
Yes, yes, the nearby colleges we will be taking Akka. So it is 1 hour per week. So that is the criteria. So we will
Mhm.
be covering 54 classes in a year. So, but
Okay.
however, in some cases, we will be allotted. So we will be approaching the universities, and they will provide the course category and their time schedules and everything. So we will be
Yeah.
given a portion or a particular subject to be taken to the student. So according to the syllabus, sometimes it may take some extra hours also. So we won't be able to complete in a single class with 1 hour in a week. So we have to take some additional classes. But apart from taking classes, we will be conducting quizzes and other activities to the students so that they learn even more enthusiastically.
Yeah, that's a good practice. Like for someone aiming for academics, it's already you're
Yes, yes,
already learning, right? Like for me,
yes.
I'm learning now only how to handle big bunch of students. That too, they're like B.Tech students, all naughty students. So it's a
Okay.
very good initiative by the government. Yeah.
And one more thing is that for me, coming from a South India, so there was a bit language barrier also. So I know Hindi little bit. And despite since I am in Guwahati, so most of the students were coming from a background where they learned the medium of language was Assamese. So
Hmm.
students at start they found it to be a bit difficult communicating with me or even learning the concepts also. But
Hmm.
however, we started to develop strategies and plan our lesson plans accordingly so that they can learn it properly in their own pace. So even if we are teaching it in English, making it very simple so that they can understand easily the concepts and they can get good grades in their examinations. And even many students from the college which I was teaching, they were appearing for this Guwahati University entrance examination, and they were clearing that as well. So when we heard the
Wow.
news, it was even more happier for us. Okay, so we are
Right.
going in a right track.
Right, definitely. You're doing great. And also, like every week you have been doing since you got PMRF, this teaching.
Yes, Akka. Yes, yes. So once the results are announced, the first thing that we do
Mhm.
is interacting with the faculties of the university. So
Mhm.
we will be approaching them as quick as possible, how much we can, so that we are able to cover the TA-ship hours that has to be completed. So we will be
Okay.
approaching the universities and asking for vacancies because already faculty members will be there. If the college has a lesser number of faculty, it is more good that they quickly accommodate us. But in some cases,
Mhm.
there will be a plenty of faculties there. So in that case, they have to split up their lesson plans and how they have framed everything. They have to provide a time for us in between the time schedule they already have. So these are all
Mhm.
some of the things even they have to work on it. They will be having some meetings with other faculties and head of the department. So in that case, first we will be sending our applications to them through email or hard copies. We will be sending them or interacting them in person. So they will also tell them what are all the subjects we can offer to the students and the lesson plans that can be given to us. So they may take some a week or a couple of weeks of time, and they will come back to us and they will give us what
Mhm.
are all the topics that we can take and which semester students we can take the classes also.
So you are taking undergraduate classes, right?
Yes, like I'm taking
With
for
college.
BSc honors students from botany department.
Okay. And also, like, as the opportunities and the benefits of this PMRF has, similarly, it will have expectation also, right? So, what are the expectations that this fellowship brings to you?
So the primary expectation is with the research, Akka. So
Mm.
how far the advanced concepts or the state of the art things we are able to incorporate in our research. So based on that only, even our proposals are being scrutinized. So we will look up the PMRF committee. They will be looking upon what are all the new concepts or some novel ideas that we are bringing in our proposals, and that we will be incorporating in our research. Because apart from the fellowship that they are providing, the important part is the research grant. So even the PMRF committee will be thinking that should we need to provide this amount for this research proposal? So is it that much worth of spending the money over it? So when compared to the normal PhD that we have enrolled, once we enter into the PMRF phase, the main thing that they look upon is the quality of the research. So how more the novel or even the state of the art techniques or facilities we are incorporating in our research, the more good it is. It is basically advancing the research in India. So, stating that, okay, we are providing fellowship or increasing the fellowship to the students, those who are more curious and incorporating a lot of research ideas in their work.
Hmm. Okay, I have one query. Like normal PhD, many student due to different condition environment, they have to change their topic or sometimes even the guide. So in case of PMRF, what is the procedure if someone is facing difficulties or something like that? So is it
Okay,
possible or
so
they need to work on what they have proposed?
mostly we will be working on the proposed area of research, Akka, because every year we will be having a review meeting to know the progress that we are going on. So in the review
Hmm.
meeting, the committee will be evaluating our profile. So once we are shortlisted into PMRF, we will be asked to make a profile in the PMRF site. So in that profile, we will be updating all the objectives and the title on which we are working upon. So once
Hmm.
the year passes on, every year we have an annual, like how we have an annual progress seminar. The same way we have annual progress review meetings. We call it as reviews in PMRF. So we have every year review. If I have joined in an June or July entry, I will be getting an review at that particular time. If the student got PMRF during December tenure, they will be getting a PMRF at November or December. They have their review meetings. So in the review
Hmm.
meetings, they will be asking for the updates, like what progress we have made so far and what are all the objectives we have completed. So in that case, if we are deviating from our research, it will be a bit complicated in that case. So they may be
Hmm.
asking, so what progress you have made so far? If we are changing it a little bit, that is to say, if a particular facility I'm not able to get, for example, if that is not available in my arena, so in that case we may make some alterations, but in a way that my research aim should be completed. But it is not that I should completely
Okay.
deviate from my research. So in that
Hmm.
case, it is tolerated. But if it is completely deviated, then they may raise queries or we have to apply to the nodal institute and state them that my research area is getting deviated. Or even in some cases, some of the student supervisor may be changing to other IITs or they may be changing the institutes. So in
Hmm.
that case, in that case, we have to raise some tickets in the PMRF portal, and it will be resolved.
But nobody will go and ask for changing guide. Otherwise, PMRF fellowship may get cut.
Mo-
Okay.
Mostly doesn't happen, but even in that case, also they may be getting a co-supervisor in that case. So they may raise tickets
Mhm.
and add these details in their review portal. Akka.
Mhm. Okay. And is there any thing like that you need to publish this many paper per review or may go to conference, some kind of measurement through paper?
Yes, Akka. So the measurable quantities, as you are telling, papers and conference, these are quickly measurable things. But it is not mandatory. The thing is that it varies with respect to research field also, Akka. Because in
Right.
some of the research, say for example in cancers and stem cells, those who are working on, so it may take a long time, or even people working on some core molecular biology or genetic engineering works, it may take some time for them to show
Right.
to make it into a publication. But however, they may have good results, which upon after some time may be converted into a manuscript. So it is not that unnecessary. We have to publish a manuscript every year. But however, if we have a manuscript, it is so good that the committee members will also think that okay, the progress of the particular student is really good. But however, even if we don't have an publication, but however we have a good progress in the research work that we are doing, it is well and good, Akka. And as you are telling, even if we go to a conference and conference publications, or if we got some awards in the conference also, and abroad, if you are going abroad for a conference, that is also considered in the review meeting. So because
Mm.
even after the review process, also we will be graded in the particular thing. So after review
Okay.
process, we will be given either grade 1, 2, or 3A, 3B, 3C. So this kind of categories are also there. So depending upon the
Mm.
category, we have to prepare for the next year's review.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it is
I
not a
see. Like,
necessary or a condition that we need to have a publication, because even in some cases publication will also take some time. Even after submitting a manuscript, the review
mm,
process and everything will take even sometimes 8 months also takes in publishing a manuscript. So it is not a
mm,
necessity that, but even if we have it under revision, or that stage is also considered during review process.
yeah. I think now we have how many? 6 or 7 PMRF in our lab, right? Yes.
So I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 we have, Akka.
6. I think Ajit also got, right?
Yes, Akka. Yes, yes. Ajit
So
also got.
including him, it will be 7 or 6 only.
Mm, Raghavan Jyoti.
Oh, I'm including Sandhya also.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah,
Like even
then
including her also, I think it will be six. Akka, me, Raghavan, Jyoti Prakash, Askar, and
Jyotika.
Ajit. And no, okay, Jyotika, she applied, but she was not able to come up with PMRF.
Oh, okay, okay. I thought Jyotika got, but Ajit got later. That way I thought. Ah,
Yes.
okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like it's a proud moment for me also to
Yes.
see all my juniors getting this
Yes.
beautiful,
Yes.
like prestigious fellowship, and many of them are going abroad also to present their work. So
Yes.
it's
Yes.
really
Yes.
good
But,
to see all of
uh,
you.
and even it helps in developing the lab as well. So through the research grants that we are getting in the PMRF, we are able to get new equipment, so that we are developing the facilities and the infrastructure of the lab, so that even more PhDs are eager in joining the lab as well.
Yeah, looking at your background, I remember my PhD days. Like I used to spend days, months, years in the same lab. Yeah, it's really. I miss those days now.
Even you are welcome to
Uh,
have a visit in between, Akka.
I think every year I'm visiting the lab,
Yes,
even
yes.
if I'm away. Yes, I think this year I didn't go, or I went.
I
This year
think
also I
this
went,
year
right? In
you
April,
came, Akka. Yes,
I
yes,
met all
yes.
of you. Yes,
Uh,
yes. I.
I think
Mhm.
when our MTP Juveria, she was here in our working on our lab, you came, I guess, Akka.
Yes, yes. Last year also I went. In 2022 also I went. Yeah, every year I'm
Yes.
visiting the lab. Okay, so what else we can talk? I think you have covered almost everything that the
Okay.
student need to know about the PMRF. So tell me how you handle your failed experiments because
Okay.
PMRF is an added.
Oh, yes.
responsibility, right?
So, failed experiments, obviously, we will get anyway, one or two failed experiments we will get. The only thing is we will keep on trying. And apart from it, the one good thing that we have is getting a collaboration, Akka. So, even I felt it
Mhm.
myself, and even the other, some of my colleagues who are PMRF in our lab, even what they felt is it was easy for us to get a collaboration. So, say for example, if I have to do some experiments which are out of my expertise, and
Mhm.
however, if I'm trying to do it, but I'm not able to come up with the good results that I'm expecting. So, in that way, if I'm approaching a particular professor who is very much expert in that particular area, they are so much eager in that case in collaborating with it. And apart from it, we are able to get even more good inputs from them, from expertise from that particular area, so that the research quality is even more enhanced in that way. So yes, we
Mhm.
get failures during experiment, but it takes time. So either months or even in some cases, a simple thing like instrument may not be working also. So in
I
that case,
know.
we have to we have to approach some other institute or the other department. So in that case, if they got to know us, okay, they are PMRF students, they are even much more ready to help us in that way. Though even non-PMRF students are also getting help, but however, getting a collaboration is even more easier, I felt.
That is true. Like everywhere you need collaboration.
Yes,
Yes.
yes. So in that way, our research even more becomes an interdisciplinary area and more quality. The quality of the research is also good in that way.
Hmm. Right. And apart from research, what do you do in your free time?
So,
Because people
um,
have this idea that students in IIT, they are too much occupied and they don't get time.
okay.
So for you, how you do? What you
So the
do?
uh, from my B.Techs or even from my schoolings, I have the hobby of painting. So painting and doing some artwork. So that is my hobby. So at my free time, I used to do these things in my rooms, in my hostel rooms, and even in some cases, I do a lot of paintings. I We used to get have some get-togethers with my friends, going outside and exploring Guwahati, or even we are in Northeast area. So we have good locations to see as well. So we travel to Meghalaya, Shillong, nearby tourist spots, and so we are a bit relaxed from our research things, and we get energy, and once again come back to research and do the daily routines.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. To my audience, like Harish is a very good painter. So we have a connection with our candle shop also. If you remember, we launched
Yes,
one limited edition that you glass painting. You did the glass
yes, yes,
painting
yes.
on the candle,
Mhm.
and I think all are sold out. Maybe we have one piece,
Okay,
and I don't remember. Maybe we don't have. Yeah, it
okay.
was
But
very
I
nice.
have one with me. I think the short glasses I was painting and giving to you with the glass paints. I did that,
Right.
and one as a remembrance, I still have it with me. And
I
other
think
things
we
we
should
posted
all.
in the page. Okay.
Right. Yes. That is a nice collection. Yes.
Yes, Saka.
Okay. Okay. Any experience that you want to share with our audience, mostly to the people who are planning to apply for PhD?
So, applying for PhD experience in the sense, what I will tell is that during their B.Tech or in their undergraduate state, if since I am from an undergraduate background, so in
Hmm.
their undergraduate time itself, they can refine their career. That is,
Hmm.
even at the time of their third or fourth year, if they are in their undergraduates, they can refine their career. They can talk to faculties and connect with many people. So, connecting with many peers and faculties will really give a good help for them, so they can get to know what are all the opportunities are there. Not only IITs, even they have good opportunities in CSAR laboratories and other good institutions also, which will get them a PMRF. Like even I think some ISers are also eligible for getting a PMRF. So if they
Hmm.
find they can find their own research areas in which they are most interested. So in their undergraduate level itself, they can start to do some small works and get assigned under a faculty and get the works done. And even for their examination, say if they want to appear in a national examination, so it is not that only before the time of an examination, a particular 6 months of time, I will plan my schedule and study these subjects. It is not like that. They can
Mm.
when they are enrolled, for example, as I did biotechnology, the courses or the subjects that I had in my B.Tech time. So I had some well wishers who were always guiding me still now. So they used to tell that,
Mm.
okay, you prepare in a way of as if you are going to appear for a gate examination. So, and even in my college, we were provided with very good textbooks. So the one thing which, as you are telling, that I could suggest to the students who are aspiring to be a PhD, kindly read book. So, which is
Mm.
a disappearing activity I used to find in the juniors that are coming now. So, when I
Mm.
interact with MTechs or BTech students, mostly they are oriented in a digital way. It's good that
Mm.
digitizing is a way for moving ahead. But however, reading textbook gives a lot of information and it helps in connecting things. So if I
Mm.
read textbooks of different subjects, at one point I will be able to interconnect the concepts, and it even enhances the learning process as well.
Right.
So
Yes.
and an additional thing is we won't get strains in our eyes. So when we are so much looking into the system screen.
Yeah,
So
because I also agree. Like instead of reading from the PPT, because mostly to as a faculty also I give PPT. Then I also studied PPT only during my B.Tech also, like
okay.
that time long back. So, but when I read the book, then only I feel that okay, this is the thing now. After this, it will come. You can connect. You said it properly.
So
Properly. Mhm.
the reading and writing habit really helps in establishing the fundamentals and basic concepts before entering into a PhD.
Right. Okay. Anything else you want to tell? As it.
And apart from it, spend time for yourself, and you can connect with your friends. You can have some time for that as well. It is not that 24/7 has to be dedicated for research. It is, yes, but whenever we are focusing, at the time we have to be concentrated and dedicate the 100% to the research. But other time we can have interacting with our friends, have some tea breaks and coffee breaks. So so
Yeah.
that PhD is much more relaxed. We can proceed.
Okay, so how many times you go for tea break?
I used to go twice a day. So,
Yeah.
like morning around some 10:30 or 11, I will be having a tea break. The evening around 6 or 5. So sometimes I will get some of my friends coming with me, and sometimes I'll be going alone. So that depends.
Hmm.
And sometimes I'll be waiting if my supervisor is there or not.
So true. Like I remember I once wrote like a guy goes one way, we go another way. Like airport that way, we go to city that way. So yeah. So it's not like that we used to work all the time. So we had fun also. It depends
Yes.
how you look into your work.
So since in
Okay.
IIT we are in a residential campus, people think that we are always 24/7 studying or doing research in labs and all those things. But it is not that, even we do have some breaks in between. So,
Right. Also depends on the guide also. That's so true.
oh, that's true.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I think it was lovely talking to you, Harish, and
Thank you.
sharing your experience and insight with us. So I hope students who are looking for enrolling in such fellowship will be benefited. And thank you
Sure.
so much, Harish. Thank you.
Oh, and even thank you so much for inviting me to your podcast, Taka.
It was lovely having you.
Okay.
Okay, Harish. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you, Taka.